So now that we're inside, we're going to start at the far corner. So just like laying tile, you want to start away, off to the side, and work your way back. Now it's not nearly as important to not box yourself in with grouting, but you want to avoid it so you don't accidentally step on grout lines and mess up your form there. So we'll start the back corner, and then we're just going to sweep our way out the door. I'll just show you here starting. So you want to tip it over and scrape. Gotta kind of show you this, don't I? Scrape this out here. And don't worry about getting it on the tile. You'll be doing lots of that. Then you take your damp cloth, throw it over the top of your bucket, just like with the mortar. So you want to start by just pushing it around and getting it where you want it. And what you want to do is you want to work on angles and straight. You don't want to be only one direction. You want to keep working it in. Working it is like the key with grout. You want to push it down as far as you can, because if you just barely skim over it, and then later when you come back to try and form it, what will happen is, if you didn't get it in enough, the stuff will just basically fall in, and it won't look right. Your grout line would be a big dip as opposed to a level rounded edge. And we'll talk about what forming and all that means later. So basically you really want to work it in. And when you're working in, you want to go at approximately 30-degree angle. That's a nice angle to use. You know, so I'm just pushing it around, shoving it in, back and forth, angle. So you're just working it. I can't really stress that enough. Just keep working it in, push it down. So I'm picking up from one spot, pushing it down to another, and then when I want to clean, when I find everything's full, I stick it up about 60 degrees and pull it across. 60 degrees, pull it across. And I can do it again. So there you see, I've got a grout line filled with grout. That's what you want to have. Now there is some grout over here and stuff. You want to clean up as much as you can, but it's not that important. This, all you're doing right now is you're filling in the grout lines. Remember that. Don't think, oh, something's off, something's not looking right. Just fill it in, push it down. So just keep doing that around the whole area. And how you do it is up to you. Now if you find something like a hair, which can easily happen in a bathroom, make sure you get rid of it. So just keep working it down and then pulling it along with you. Pull it with you. So that's really the key to this, is work it and pull it. And just keep going over it. There's no such thing as overworking grout, let's say that. Then you don't have to worry about going, oh, I played with it too much. Just keep going. So that's basically all there is to it, and just work your way all the way out. Now if you want to use the long side of the grout, you can also do that. I just find that I work faster with this part, because then I can just turn and twist, whereas when I'm with the whole one, I find my wrist gets sore, and doing that big sweeping motion, I wear out a lot faster. So that's why I actually use the small end as opposed to the long end. And that's all there is to it. Just go over and do the whole floor, and then we're going to come back and show you how to what's called forming the grout. Most of the floor is now completely grouted. I just want to show you again how we go about doing this. I was thinking about how I was showing you, and I think I showed you too fast. I want to slow everything down, bring it back a notch, and just show you the slow motion version of it to make sure you get it, because somebody winging around something doesn't always make sense. So let's just look at this again, and here's the idea. So what you do is you come across, you can come this way, perpendicular to it, you can go parallel to it, go diagonal to it. The direction isn't as important. You don't have to do the same thing every time, but make sure you mix them up. You constantly are doing in different direction. That was the main key. So you come down, cross, angle, just keep on moving the grout. You're moving it and pushing it in. And then you're picking some up and moving it over and pushing it down. And you're just constantly, it's almost like you're mixing it on the floor as you're pushing it in. So there's no right and wrong way as long as you consistently get it down and in. That is the key. So I just wanted to show you that again to make sure it really sunk home the right way to do it. Because there is no right and wrong, it's just the key is to get it in there. And that's how you want to grout.